I'll give you a brief overview of the type of drone we use and the type of cameras that are available underneath the drone, lens options, filter options, etc. So the Inspire 1 drone we have here, this is Inspire 1 Pro RAW. The standard Inspire has this camera here, which is a X3 camera. It's a great little camera. It shoots 12 megapixel still images and also shoots up to 4K video. Going up from that camera, we go to the X5 camera, which is this one here. As you can see, a much larger camera. The basic difference with this camera, which is quite significant, is that it has a micro four thirds sensor on there. So the sensor inside the lens, this sensor here, is much larger than the sensor in this side there, meaning we can get more light in. And the other great advantage of this camera is that you can interchange the lenses. So we can have a wide angle lens, we can go a narrower lens, this type of lens here, all the way up to a telephoto lens, this one here, which is a 45mm lens. It's equivalent to a 90mm lens in a full frame camera. The other advantage, as I mentioned, is that you can put the filters on the front. So we have an ND filter on this one, which allows us to keep a reasonable frame rate on bright sunny days without having the video look all jerky and staccato-like. From the X5 camera, the next camera up, which we also use, is the X5R RAW. This camera here, slightly larger, has a hard drive on the top here. This is the hard drive that goes in there. It's an SSD, 512 gigabytes of data it will store, and the camera, when it's shooting video, will shoot raw cinema DNG files. So the main difference being that in post-processing you have a lot more latitude in colour correcting, and it's a much deeper colour set that it records. So that's the difference in that camera there. The flight times vary depending on weather, air density, bits and pieces like that. A rough guide, the X3 camera will give us around about 12 to 13 minutes flight time on a standard battery, up to nearly 16 minutes on one of the higher powered batteries. With the X5 camera, that's down to about 10 to 11 minutes with a standard battery. With the higher battery, the larger capacity, we get around about 12 minutes. And the X5 camera, a couple of minutes shorter than that. It drops a fair bit because it does have all this fans and a hard drive recording gear on the top there. And we get around about 8 to 9 minutes on a standard battery and around 10-11 minutes on a higher powered battery. So that's the main difference between the cameras. Not so much different for still shots. Certainly a great deal of difference in video, and the colour depth is certainly noticeable. So that's our camera options. Thanks for watching.